Hello and welcome everyone. God damn you, Geddy. And welcome back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, and of course the boys as we carry on our Warhammer Fantasy game. Firstly, big shout out to Hook Sounds for providing the audio. Please do not copyright me again. I was a bit annoyed seeing the first one. We will talk. But yes, apart from that, things are going well. And they're going well for the party as well, as in the last episode... Okay, never mind. In the last episode, our group had engaged in combat with the corrupted treemen of this once magical forest. The great ancestor oak had sadly seemed to perish and die, but with its death came reinforcements. Spirits of the forest were given life through its death and assist the party in different ways. At the moment, it looks like the tides of battle are turning in the group's favour. These corrupted constructs of nature are falling easier than one might expect. But then the group were quite lucky last time with their natural 10s for damage. We'll see if they're that lucky with their natural 10s this time, especially with our game yesterday, which you can see on YouTube.
I will be happy if I survive.
We will see how it all goes, as hopefully this time we will have full music through the whole list. So, as we jump back into combat, it is, of course, our elf, the non-magical one, to go first.
The illiterate one.
Yes.
Yes, the bearded halfling can read and write.
Well, at least.
We have it on tape. We have it here. He admitted it.
First of all,
This evidence will be applied in court of law, and I actually have academic knowledge of law, so there you go.
I'm going to.
I got it. The Imperial Litigant.
I'm going to charge the. Charge itself. Okay. I'm going to charge this dude. So, poof and poof. Do I get any bonuses because it's also actively fighting this dude?
Well, 1 second. Does he take a minus 20 for entering the magical aura effect?
Oh shit, this is a magical aura effect.
Yeah.
Can I can just go here then, so I don't take the aura effect, because I forgot.
You don't know it's there, silly. How does your elf see where the magical aura effect is?
Well, she might feel it. It's pretty damn hot.
But you can't charge into combat and then go, oh, I'm kind of hot when you're fighting. It's not to be mean, it's just you're not magical. So you...
No, that isn't 100% fair. I don't mind.
Unless Livia, and I know Livia didn't, shout out, don't go in the hot patches, you'll get negatives. Yeah. But yes, you do,
which would be kind of fourth wall breaking.
You do get a plus 10 because the creature is large. You get a plus 10 for charging.
There are no walls here.
But you don't get any ganging up bonuses until your first round of being in combat. You don't get ganging up for charging.
Okay, so
plus 10 minus 10. Sorry, plus 20 minus 20.
Charging is plus 20, right?
No. Plus 10 for charging, plus 10 because of its size, and then minus 20. So plus 20 gotcha. Minus 20. Flat.
So I'm just gonna swipe at it. I don't think. This is a single swipe because charging still hits.
You do hit it indeed. It is a fresh round, so I'm going to say they have their parries back. Come to me with your mighty fist. Mighty fist, go! It fails.
Minus 10.
Oh, sorry, minus 20. Minus 20, minus 30, in fact, to that mighty fist, but it failed anyway. So please strike it at it. Strike it at it.
Damage.
So with a mighty 14.
It's a lovely damage. I forget I'm super buff now.
With a mighty 14, you strike the creature. No negatives to its armor, unfortunately. So, quickly doing maths.
Quick man.
Okay, that much goes through. You splash into it, cutting deep into the bark, but it hardly notices you, just swiping away, absent-mindedly almost, like trying to swat a bug away, and missing. The strike lands, but it doesn't make any cry of pain. Its limbs just ache and creak as they move.
Okay.
I will give you, because, oh, by the way, guys, it is a good idea to do awareness checks for surrounding knowledge. I will give you a free one because you have 2 dead, corrupted treemen surrounding you. Give me an awareness, perception.
Perception. This is still minus 20, right?
So perception on alertness.
No, say no for now.
Oh
no,
yeah,
there would have been a minus 20 on all tests. But
yeah,
luckily,
because of the area.
Luckily, sorry, not you, Carla. Remove yourself. Luckily, as you slice into the tree man, the corrupted tree man, you cut through something, and you see a number of rotten arrows. As you quickly scan behind you, looking for where your blade, because it's a big-ass two-handed sword, where the tip is going. Is that a skull? The tree men, the corrupted ones at the very least, seem to have arrows and what look like the remains of, well, you don't know. They're skeletal pieces at the moment, but now that you've known all the ones around you, except from the large tree man, all the smaller ones have remains in them and arrows sticking into them.
There is a, I'm assuming, a dead ancient warrior inside the tree man. What the fuck?
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're not inside. They're as if the tree men killed people a very long time ago, impaling them on their branches, and they just never got removed. As their bodies rotted away, their bones fell into tighter cracks of branches that began to swell with rot, and you can see bones just clinging from these corrupted tree men.
Okay. I don't think I can do this, but would I have seen this at Athelloren? Corrupted parts?
You got a 9. The arrow tips look elven.
So, have I dealt with something similar? Or I have no idea.
You know of, so what was your first career path? Like, what was your first job? I was a hunter
in Athelloren.
You were a hunter in Athelloren. I'll give you enough knowledge, and from stories of the Glade Guards, I think they are, or the elves who look after that part of the forest. It's not massively common for the corpses to stay on and to have it, but it is known of. There would have been stories of corrupted tree men who have essentially killed many people over the years and have almost garnered a trophy rack of bones on their branches, because without the elves and before them the ancient spirits, the wraiths, who I think it was the wraiths who would maintain and keep the forests pure, that kind of thing would have been removed. But in a corrupted forest like this, and in the dark forest of Athelloren, this kind of thing would be an uncommon sight, but you probably would have heard at least one story.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Casper, you are up.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, just looking over this.
And
Okay.
you are still one with your rider.
Yes, I still have a midget on my back. Sorry, I should say lolly on my back or something, but I'm no longer in melee, so I could cast a spell.
You are the envy of the neat world.
Those neat should go to the FBI if they're looking for lollies, but
I know she is younger than 18. Never mind.
yes. Those spells are not that great. Fuck, what can I cast?
Weird doubt. What happened when your wife suddenly drinks such a potion and she becomes 11?
What?
Well, for one,
What?
that potion isn't
What?
exactly available for everyone, remember? Only
True.
5 people in the old world, maybe 6, have ever drunk it. And at least one of them doesn't have a wife. In fact, there's only one male who's probably drunk it.
No. What if the wife had drunk it
Yeah.
and became 11?
I'm just gonna real quick say, hey, I'm gonna do a channeling test. Magic missiles don't have a negative for hitting in the melee, do they?
Nope. As long as you're outside of melee, they go straight for the chest.
Ooh, okay. So no channeling, but I do get the cast.
No, sorry, they don't take negatives, not straight to the chest.
I didn't double check something. Quick. I do have 3 magic, do I? Do. Nope. I have 4 magic. Oh, that's movement. Shit, I took the wrong one. Okay. 3 magic. No channeling. No gradient. -1 modifier. Armor. Okay, I do actually have another D10. I just can't include it on. I can't do
it
it.
removes the one.
Thing. Okay, so that should have actually succeeded.
Yes.
Shall I just roll it again, just to get the description?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because we need to know all the rest of the stuff for the spell. So yeah, just as a reminder to everyone, for the magic dice,
Holy
wow.
shit!
The 1 would be removed and the 9 would take its place, but for magical mishaps, you still count all 4 dice.
Yeah. Okay, that's 3. That is 3 hits, and that's 2 Oloric Furies of those hits.
Although
actually,
they
never mind.
both failed.
Yeah, the Fury failed, but that's still 14 damage and then 8 damage.
Yeah. Oh no.
Body, right arm.
No, it genuinely
Arm.
is. It's just like, wow. Okay. Jesus. You were 2 off the first one. Just to add salt to the 2 off. Jesus. Or Ulrich. Ulrich, help me.
I'm surprised he is helping me. That's on this closest one, by the way. Sorry, I don't know. I don't remember if I specified that or not.
Hello.
So, yeah, I do need a minute to do maths. Sometimes I won't talk because I'm doing maths.
Right.
So, as you release these arcane bolts, you almost feel the fury of something behind you as they just fire out, striking the corrupted treeman, blowing off hunks of this rotten, spongy bark, removing its armor not once, but twice.
That should help a bit.
That helped a lot. That helped a lot. That's
That is the end of my turn.
Yeah, the two that you guys have got in combat with now were both full health, and they're not anymore. It's like, spirit number 1 doesn't do anything. Spirit number 2 is going to... but then that's a -20 because of combat. These shooting spirits are not as good as I thought they would be. But I suppose they would be better against humans. Oh no, actually no. 87 ballistic, it's got a good chance. So it's going to fire, it gets a half aim. So it gets a 10. Oh sorry, it gets a 10 and it minus... Oh no, hang on a minute, because it's large. So it rolls it flat actually. Because +10 for aiming, +10 for large, -20 for being in combat. Go! No, it misses. I gave you all the chances, little spirit. I gave you all the chances. There is also another spirit that has attached itself to Livia, providing her with 1 extra magic. So these tiny little these stag beetles with tiny stick knights on top. The one down by Ragnar charges. You see this beetle charge up the leg of the Ent, and it dives its lance into one of the wounds, and it still misses. I gave you every chance. I gave you every fucking chance. Okay, right. They're not having a good day. The little spirit over here, having his enemy been vanquished, he is going to charge the other one. So galloping on his stag beetle, charging forth, he strikes the corrupted tree man. And oh, wrong character sheet. That one. And he gets a +10 for charging. And he hits. No, it's only fair. I'll have the tree man use up his last parry on the that should be 0 on the thing. Oh, and he parries, so the corrupted tree man almost like his arms come out trying to smack Liliana's Aurelia's great sword away, and then as the poor little stick knight comes in, his arm comes down and just swipes him away. Him and his little stag beetle take a tumbling. Also, Livia, it is your turn. I'm going to roll damage to see if he got a righteous. Oh, holy fucking shit, he did. Hang on 1 minute, Livia. We have a situation here. He removes the armor
Go, little
at
spite.
the end. But then misses. So no damage is done, but armor is removed from these corrupted creatures. So now you can take your turn.
So how damaged does the big tree man look?
Not very. Not very, to be honest with you. You can see like some swipes out of his bark, but it hasn't. There's a thick resin that's pouring out, and it doesn't seem to have gone too deeply in. Some of his lower branches and the other plants and funguses and vines that were growing on him have taken a lot of damage, but all superficial.
Okay, I'll just channel and eat a magic dart then, at the closest one.
Sure. It's a good roll on the channeling. So we have a successful hit as 11 damage is struck at the tree man, And he's already lost a decent amount of armor, so... A decent whack strikes into him as your magical dart strikes him in an area unprotected by his armor, dealing some damage. Horse essentially stays where it is, I suppose, for now. Unless you wanted to move further.
I mean, it could run away if it wanted to.
If you want it to leave, you can essentially give it a look. I know Casper had a thing where it was like one off scaring the horse. So yeah, the horse was one out of the way. It's up to you. If you want the horse to stay with you, you can. If you want him to leave now, you can like give him a smack on the bum. He'll get the idea.
Yeah, smack its butt so it keeps its distance.
Sure. It will move a full move. I think he's got 6. So it does 12 as it moves back. Kind of turns on the side. It keeps looking back at you just to make sure, like, are you really? You want me to leave?
Did you turn it around before you slapped in the butt? Otherwise it might just run off in the other direction.
Slap it in the face. Be gone.
Slap in the butt, run straight into the mini end.
So Ragnar.
No, I didn't just bitch slap my horse. Thank you.
So Ragnar, you are
Gone.
up. Cole's like, I wonder if I could do that.
I'm gonna smack this ent in front of me with my attacks.
Sure.
Because I don't like the cut of his jib. And he's kind of attacking me. So...
Just blow the armor off its head and legs. So, that should help.
Am I getting bonuses now because the spirit's in
Yes.
combat with me?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
so
spirit is in combat with you. You outnumber it, so you only get a 10, an extra 10. Remember the 10 for it being large.
Okay, so it's plus 10 for large, plus 10 for ganging up.
Yep.
Okay. Plus 20. And this be all of swift attacks, all 3 of my attacks.
Sure.
2, 3.
So the ent that you're attacking has taken a lot of damage, so it is noticing the small things around. It's going to use up all of its parries. So 2.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, hang on. Sorry.
It's
Minus
because
20.
how we do parry.
No, minus 20 to both of them. No, they still hit. They still parry. I keep forgetting to add the modifier before I click the button. Sorry.
It's fine.
Just one question. What does slow do again?
It's plus 10 to parry.
Ah.
So does that mean one gets through?
No, both. Yeah, one. It can only parry twice.
Okay.
One of the attacks gets through. But can I get the attack that went through? This is this one, and then can I get the 2 other attacks?
Okay. 2 other attacks. God damn it. Ulrich's Fury! On the first one that hit the arm but was parried.
So as it parries the first strike, you just see Bark obliterate the shockwave from it parrying the blow and the force you put behind it. You just see it explode, essentially removing its armor to 0, and you do some decent damage as well.
Just one question. Why is the riverboat hitting the Ant-Man? Just saying.
The what now?
What?
I'm reading.
No one needs to notice this.
I already know this before. I mean, you
It's
done
'cause-
fucked it up, buddy.
It's right next to my name, okay?
Oh right, okay, I see. shall I take away this attack as it's not from an actual person? I mean,
I mean, I could re-roll it if you want.
It's
He doesn't have his
quite
powers anymore because the boat attack doesn't use them all up.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's everything. So yeah, you obliterate its armor and do some damage at the same time. Carla, you're up as you ride your steed. I think last time we came to the conclusion that you are now stood on Casper's shoulders. Like, no. You're okay because Casper hasn't actually moved. What the hell is that?
That's a boat.
Oh, okay.
The boat posted the boat.
Confusing.
I mean, seeing as I have nothing better to do, channel and lightning, I mean, that seems to be working well so far.
Sure.
This one, since there is no melee penalty for casting into melee.
By all means, go ahead.
Ooh, music's kind of kicked in.
That damage
Hot
is
damn.
pathetic.
But with its armor
fine.
gone, because it no longer has any armor, you are. Oh, it's actually 9. Okay, so you do more damage than you think.
I don't include the mighty missile in the formula because then I would have to alter the damage of each spell individually. I just add one after.
So not a lot, not a massive amount of damage, but it is all chipping away. As you can see, that it definitely seems to be fading. Is the best word that I can put for it, as its movements have slowed dramatically. Now I do believe that poor old David Wise is currently running backwards. What the hell is it? I've never seen anything like it before. Fucking rat men, treeman, run! Blackhand, you're up, and I believe you can fire again.
Yes, I do recall the same. Do I have line of sight on this end?
On that
Or
end,
is this
no. The ones,
Big,
yeah, there's a big trunk of this ginormous tree that's in the way, and obviously the tree man himself, who's currently surrounding or trying to surround these two at the back. You wouldn't be able to shoot at, just because of the tree man himself and the tree. If you moved up, you would be able to get line of sight. So if anywhere up here, you'd be okay.
Yeah, but it's probably. I mean, I would shoot them melee combat anyway. But so, can
Sure.
I shoot that one?
Yeah, no, you've got line of sight on that one for sure. Just 1 degree of failure, and you shoot one of your comrades. To be fair, Ragnar, the spirit is about as big as your shin, so chances of you hitting him are less likely.
His armor is tough enough.
It's fine. Remember, I got shot by a Warclock's Isle and took no damage.
So it's +10 for the size of the creature, but then it's -20 for being in combat.
But I do half aim, so it's a net flat as all.
You do a
Right.
half aim, but you're using your aiming stick, so you actually get a +10. Because you get a half aim, which is 10, your aiming stick, which is 10, the size of the tree, which is 10, and then a -20 for combat. So +10. Fire away.
I will. Alright,
And
no
you
aim
strike
scared.
it.
Wow.
Please roll me damage. Oh, it's not looking good.
that's
Oh, oh. A little bit of damage goes through, but not a massive amount.
I guess it's the highest of the two I pick.
Yeah.
ETN curse is real. Wait, no, Ragnar wasn't there. Wait, no,
So
Ragnar.
you are slowly chipping away at his health. ever so slowly. The tree man, however, so this one is snared, so he is going to use his attack. He's going to do a fury attack, multi attack. He's going for 2 attacks on the snared one in front of him, and then he's going to do one at the one to his south. So he's got a -20, and then he's got a +10. So technically he gets a +5 to all of his attacks because of things. Yes, so 2 on the one that can't attack back. Okay, and 1 on the one that you guys are attacking. Jesus. So the one that he's fighting can't parry because it is snared. Oh yeah, I should have bonuses to attack that one. Never mind. So he does 2 attacks on him, which is kind of pathetic, really. The other tree man has already parried, so he does damage to that one. And wow, okay. Sadness and badness. So this one still has all of its armor. So a pathetic, tiny little amount of damage to this one. And then actually a decent swack to this tree man. As he's like turning around trying to deal with you, the tree man kind of backhands him in the back of the head. Yeah, but hitting him in the left arm. So, with no armor. Ooh. That's an interesting number. What does that number tell me? No, he's still alive. Never mind. Unfortunately, unable to kill off the Ent South. They all get to attack. So, they all have -20s to their attacks. Okay. So, Liliana. No, sorry. Aurelia. You were taking 1?
Wrong universe.
The small spirit is taking 1. That should be -30. And the tree man is taking 1, which is -20. Wow, 2 headshots. As you successfully parry.
Nope, out of the way.
Ooh, it was 1 off doing something not so nice to you. So for the tree man, he gets to parry and he gets a +5. No, -5. And he parries. Can I get a damage roll? Okay. So no ill effects from that tree man. Now, Soon Raccoon, tell me which one is this one? It's the one that's snared, so it has to do a strength test to get out. It fails. The one down south, it goes 2 for Ragnar and 1 for the spirit. So that's -20, 2 -20s to Ragnar, and 1 -30 to the spirit. The spirit tries to parry.
With parries, are we still doing it that it's degrees of success, like?
Yeah, no,
no.
That's no, sorry, that's not how this Well, you have to do
Okay.
a 1 parry for each attack. Yeah, it's only dodges that work like that, I believe.
Okay. Well, I'll be parrying twice. No modifier for my parry, right?
Yeah, no, you don't get a +10 because it's large.
Yeah. Ooh, it hits me.
Okay, so the failed attack, the parried attack first. Yeah, parried attack first on you. No. The damaged attack on you. And then the one on the spirit. I think the spirit might be dead.
Where did it hit me? That's fine.
Oh no. It does it get any armor for being no. It can't do. The spirit, as this mighty fist comes in, the stag beetle just darts to the side, and there's just this whoosh of air that passes over this tiny little stick knight. Ragnar, you just see this poor little stag beetle and stick knight just go tumbling, rolling end over end. You see the stick knight's arm break and hang very oddly. But a stag beetle gets up. The spirit moves back into combat. Oh my god, he already took 1 damage. Oh no. Oh no. He's even more fucked than I thought. Just to let you know, they have 8 health. He took 1 damage from something before, and now he's taken another 6. He's got 1 health left.
It's fine. Does he want my armor instead?
Maybe just a glove. Maybe just a glove. So, Aurelia, you're up.
Okay. How does both? There are 3 people attacking this dude, right?
Yes,
Do
there
I
are
get
now.
Do I get a bonus for each one of them?
No, it goes in numbers, but at the moment you are 3 to. No, sorry, you're not. The Ent is cancelled out because the Ent's under attack by 3. So
Gotcha.
It's only you and the stag beetle who count as the ganging up.
Oh, and I'm gonna attack him 3 times. So in
So
this
just
case,
the
it's
+20, -20.
minus, so it's flat. Okay,
Yes.
so this is 3 times. Good God.
Okay,
man.
it will attempt to parry. -20. It fails.
Minus 30 actually, because
Oh
the
yes,
weapon is fast.
-30. -30, good shout. All 3 attacks do need damage rolls. Please call out which, if they're parries or if they're the actual damage one.
Okay. First one is a hit. Second one is a big miss. But I mean, the only one that hits is the first one. Do I need to roll the damage for the other ones too?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry, I fucked up then, because he missed the parry, but you've, because he didn't succeed in the parry. So yeah, it's just your so as he swings in with his arm, you just swing, just gently hummingbird the tip and go underneath and bring your blade up, slicing up into the left armpit of the Ent, taking away
Sad.
one of its armors again. So it is almost to 0 armor. Ooh, why did you do that? That's very odd. 2. Now it's gone to 5. I hate you. I hate you so much. Why do you do this to me? -2. Perfect. So you do a hell of a lot of damage with your strike. Remove that, then that, then that. So yeah, you do a hell of a lot of damage for your singular strike. But again, it does not cry out in pain. There's just this horrible creaking noise as it moves.
Hold on, I had a sound effect for this somewhere.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't count. But okay.
Oh,
Casper,
oh, no.
you're up.
Ah,
Oh, I thought you were gonna play the sound effect. Okay.
I can't.
Yeah. Shit. What do I do? Should I try and cast that spell again? You know what? I'm actually gonna try and help people out here. Okay. I'm going to cast. Can I get the big template, please? Again. Oh, I can copy this one actually.
Yeah.
Big
If you want to
template
copy
should
that
be
one.
10 by 10, I think.
No, there is a
Oh.
big template on there.
Oh no,
Thing.
I actually can't.
Oh, can you
Oh,
not?
okay.
Okay, I'll copy it.
No.
Copy and drop it down here. Oh, it's actually got a. Huh. Can you move it though? Controlled by.
Hey. Okay, so.
It's
Everybody's breaking out the large templates. I'm worried.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna change the color of this just so you can tell the difference.
Sure.
It'll be blue. There's icy tendrils. Okay. So this only affects enemies. Like that. And the full action, so I'm not going to do a what do you call it? Channeling test. So up. Yep, okay. No channeling, no ingredient. -1. That's a
You
success. I also have to roll it. Just in case. No. Okay, so I actually succeeded by 1 better. They must all make a willpower test or be stunned until they can succeed the test at the start of their turn.
Okay. So
Oh,
they
joy.
actually all take a -20 to this because of Livia's spell. Which
so
should- It's only enemies, Jim. Just to,
Yeah,
in case you
oh,
didn't hear
okay.
that.
Oh, so I didn't need to roll, gotcha.
You're not even in
One
this-
of
you're not even
them.
in the
So
up.
we're going from north.
Yeah.
We're going from north to south. Just
Okay.
and then one more. Oh, not that's the one we want. Okay, so 2 of them succeed, but the one up north is stunned until its turn,
Okay.
which is kind of sorry, Aurelia.
It's cool. I'll still kill him.
It doesn't
So-
give you a bonus, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
No, it's past his turn. Well, as long as they don't pass their next willpower test. So as Casper closes his eyes and focuses on the winds of magic, chanting dark and ominous words under his breath. Perhaps as the spell ignites, a cold breath is visible by Carla atop him. You see these icy tendrils reach out of the ground and wrap themselves around the Ents that he has targeted as his enemies. 2 of them fight the effect off, whereas one just gets pulled down and seems to go quiet. That one continues where he doesn't need to do anything at the moment. This one is actually going to fly his ass over here. They have fly 6, so I think they can fly at least 22. This one is going to collect himself, the one down south. He's going to get his stag beetle mount back into position, ready it as it rears up, and he dives forth with his arm in tatters, trying to take down the enemy. So he gets a plus 20. Is he? There, he gets plus 20. No, hang on. No. Yeah. He gets a plus 10 and then a plus... No, plus 30. Because it's large. And he strikes it in the leg. Sadly, it does have its reactions back. So will he get his revenge? Well, there should be a minus 10 because he's small. No, that doesn't count for attacks. So, roll damage, little one. Roll damage. Ah, so close. So close. A 9. Now, it has no armor left. Oh, pauvre. The little stag beetle charges forwards, running up the Ent's leg, diving down into the now exposed inner bark of this corrupted creature, diving through the spongy, rotten layer. You do not see the spirit. The Ent moves to parry something, but then it freezes, cries out this horrible, low, rumbling cry as it begins to fall. But before it falls, Ragnar, you see this stag beetle with this tiny little stick rider explode out of the chest, just jumping forth and landing quite close to you as the Ent, the corrupted tree man, dies.
Did it just pull an Ant-Man?
It did. It did.
It just pulled a servo skull and stole a kill.
It did. It did. I'm so happy for them.
Oh,
I'm so happy for them. So,
Can this fight do the same? Because this one's restrained, weak, with the minus 20 and everything.
So, I believe it's a plus 20 to attack stunned opponents. It's not auto. It's plus 20. So he gets a plus 50 to attack. Jesus. It can't parry back. So he rolls. Again, one off. Poor little bastards. They can't get those righteous furies out. So he still has that. That gets added onto that. That's going to be some odd maths. No, it's not. That's not odd at all. That's easy. I don't know what I'm talking about. So the spirits have had their turn. Livia, you're up.
I'll have to move, I guess. I will run behind the large tree man.
Sure, you can do that. Oh my god, the horse failed by 1. I'm going to give it to him. He just kind of stands here. He's like, but master. But master. Master, no. Ragnar, you're up. As you look down, you see this tiny little knight, stick knight, like cheering with a broken arm and his little lance. This stag beetle rising up all happy. Like, you little bastard.
You did well, little one. Inside thinking, you little shit. I'm gonna charge at this end. So that's not paying this one.
Sure.
Shouting, come on, pick on someone your own size, you overgrown lumps of firewood. And
the big end looks down at that. Huh?
Not you.
I was going to say, the stick knight that gives you a knightly nod. And it's like, oh my god. So, you've entered the spell's effect. So, it's a minus 20. But it's a plus 20 overall. So, it's flat.
Why is it plus 20 overall? Plus 10 for charging.
Plus 10 for large.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Got you.
But you still strike it. So actually, yeah, there was actually another plus 20. Do I count? Yeah, there would have been another plus 20 because it is entangled. which I forgot. That does count within the charge because it's entangled. It can't move as well. So you do hit it. I believe it's also stunned. No, the one to the south is stunned. So it does get a parry chance with a -20. So please roll me damage, sir.
I'm gonna do bad things to it.
Okay.
15.
If its HP bar will open for me, I will let you know how much you've done. There we go. So it still has all of its armor. So as your halberd smashes into it, slashes into it rather, you take a chunk into it, cutting through its armor and down into the spongy inner core of it, causing a decent amount of damage. But as you get close to it, you also see that it's battered already, but it stays standing through your attack.
There's more where that came from. You're probably gonna hit me very hard in the face in a moment.
Carla, you're up.
That I am still standing on a vampire.
You certainly are.
You could get off the vampire.
But why?
Oh. Okay.
I mean, why shake up the formula? You know, it works. Another lightning. This time on this one.
Sure.
Oh, and the crowd goes wild for 11 damage.
11 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Carla, drop the hammer.
God damn it! Stop kill stealing.
Now you know how Darius feels.
By the way, Carla, with your +1 exact. With your +1 exact.
Just gotta say it. I know the feeling. The previous tree had messed it up.
I mean, it's a tree.
First shot.
It gets struck with lightning and it's like split in half. You know, like when they split when the lightning strikes. You just see that.
He's going to use a fortune point. Poor David. Oh, David failed worse.
David!
If that's a Shadowrun reference, I like. David. Blackhand, I believe you are reloading this turn.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
So you begin to reload your black powder weapon. The treeman, seeing as there is
the black hand busy with the stick in the barrel of the
ramming that stick home.
Deep into the hole.
He does the treeman is going to do all 3 of his attacks at the last standing ent. Oh Jesus Christ! Is he going to? I don't really know.
Does that count as a jam? Because it was a 99.
Sadly, you cannot jam a primitive weapon. So he does a mighty 13. A mighty 13. Take away. It's easier to do it the other way around. So he strikes the Ent hard, but unfortunately it does not die, and it's its turn. So these are kind of mindless creatures, so they don't really care too much. It's going to do the same again. It's going to do one each. So it goes with the spirit first. So this is a minus 30. Yes, minus 30. To Aurelia, minus 20. And to the tree man, minus... Oh, it's actually minus 10 to the tree man, because he is large as well. He does hit. I'm just going to roll his... Oh, no, I can roll parry this way. He gets a minus 20, so it's a minus 5 overall. He does parry. The damage is nothing. Okay. So he is the last living corrupted Ent on the field. Ah. Aurelia. You're up.
See if someone else is going to steal my kill again.
So, you now get a plus 20 from ganging up alone. Minus 20. So you get nothing from ganging up. You get a plus 10 for the size.
Okay, so plus 10 overall. So this first one is a miss. Second one is a hit. Third one is a hit.
Okay. I believe it still has... Yeah, it has all of its parries. So it's going to use both of them on your attacks. There is a minus 20, 30 to each one.
30.
Oh, not plus, minus. So first one and second one. Not a plus, a minus. So both of them are failed as he tries to sweep away your flurry of attacks.
God damn it.
Wow.
Still 15-14. Thank God for impact.
So its armor is down. It only has one armor left. Would you please drop that hammer?
I'm just going to hack its arm away until I hit the core and he dies. Nothing too fancy.
Sure. So you strike it down where its armor is already weak, and you just hack into this spongy core that just has holes riddled through it. As you slice through it, you think you see its corrupted heart, or what once was the heart of this Ent, and you just pierce it, slicing out and over your head, destroying the creature and its corruption. But combat does not stop here, as this ginormous tree man looks around at the devastation that has been wrought to this sanctuary. As you all take a minute, and you do have a minute to look around, it looks as if the sun is fading. It looks as if whatever enchantment was over this place is fading. And there is a very cold and violent wind that seems to rush in to this area from all the way round the forest. This bone-chilling wind that just has an ominous tone about it. As it reaches this now dormant, dying oak and hits the tree man, you see his leaves shudder all over his body. As he turns to Livia, the rest of you just hear this. However, Livia hears this. They come. There is no protection here. You can flee. You are small. Take the next generation. Guard it. Seed it. Protect it. He turns to you, Livia. You see him reach close to his chest, and the vines and living moss that grows around his chest begins to move away. An opening seems to be there, and he takes something with such giant, gnawed, clumsy-looking hands so delicately. And as he kneels down, still clutching his hand to his chest, slowly removing it and protecting whatever is inside with his gnarled fingers, reaching down towards you and opening them slowly, you see 3 acorns. 2 plump, fat, almost juicy looking. These seeds you would know from your time growing plants would seed anywhere. The trees that would sprout from these would be completely healthy, would need very little maintenance at all. Ideal. Whereas the third one is small, weedy, and only just a mature seed, really. Most planters would just consider this one to be thrown away, as it is more than likely going to be a weedy, small plant.
I think you cut out there.
Oh, bloody Discord again. The last seed is just tiny, small, and looks like it would take a lot of work for whatever tree to actually survive. Not ideal for leaving in any forest on its own. But this tree man hands them to you, waiting for you to take them.
I take them, clutch them close to my chest, and nod to the treeman. I'll protect them with everything I can, Baisha.
As you take the seeds, there is an almighty crack.
You
From
got
up- I don't like you, Discord, so much. As you take the seeds, there's an almighty crack from up above you, and 2 large branches fall from the tree. There is no reason these branches would fall. They are in perfect health for a tree that has just passed. Take upon that what you may. They are about the length, well, twice the length of what you would need for a spear. Well, not twice, 1.5 times what you would need for a spear. 2 large branches fall.
I look over to Irelia, see if she understood.
Raises an eyebrow.
At the very least,
I think we just got a gift.
you two at the very least would know that wood from an ancestor oak is what craftsmen of your forest dream of having, to make bows with, staffs, anything from made of wood, spears.
I'll go towards the tree, back into the hot box, and I'll grab the branches.
Sure. You would note, even for such large branches, they are surprisingly light.
I'll pick them up, pocket them, and I will thank the tree. And I'll step again back out of the hot box. She has no idea why it is so hot next to that tree, man, but you know, it's
I mean,
fucking
it
hot.
probably would have dissipated by now. I think it lasted for 7 rounds.
To the GM layer with you. I want to save you. You could be useful for later. As the gift is given, gifts, the tree man steps away from the tree for the first time that you've seen, and as he does so, you can see that his feet were firmly rooted in the ground. He takes away a good chunk of the earth around him as his feet come up through the ground, and he walks over to the clearing.
I'd look up to the tree man, and is there anything we can still do for you?
He just looks back at you all and shakes his head. In his weird language, everyone else would hear, but you just hear, "No, I will die here with my friend. They will be coming soon. You do not have long."
I nod.
You can all give me perception tests with, for the elves, flat, for everyone else, a -20. I think you're all in range of. Oh, that's a spirit.
Wow.
For a
That's
moment, I thought it was me who rolled the hundred.
so, yeah. I'm glad I kept my lucky charm. No, fuck it. I'll keep it.
Sorry, perception, nothing for us, you said?
Yeah, for the elves.
Mine regenerated when we got into combat, right? So I can use it?
Your lucky charm, yes, would have regenerated when you came into this last combat, yeah.
Okay, I'll re-roll then.
Olivia the Spirit would also leave you at this point, going with the rest of its kind. So as the tree man and the spirits move on, you're left for a few moments of just, what is going on? So this works on degrees of success, so I'll go with the elves last. So Casper, as you're looking around and looking at this, you know, two branches have fallen from the tree and there's this weird conversation going on, you're kind of like not sure, and you go to back away, and unfortunately you get caught up in the tree man's in the dead corrupted tree man's fallen limbs. You topple over. Carla, agility test, -20.
Oh,
You just had to ruin the fun, didn't you?
is Carla gonna take falling damage because she was standing on top of Casper?
No, it's not that high. It's because she's quite small now.
I'm 6'2".
True, that is indeed true.
So Carla, you go tumbling down along with Casper. I'm going to add on a 20 to your, so you got a 24. No, you would have got, so you got a 50. You got a 4 and a 50. So as you go tumbling down, you don't notice what is seen in the forest, but you will see something else. So Ragnar fails and Blackhand succeeds, but Blackhand, no, Blackhand's far enough away. Okay, so Blackhand, you're just hearing this discussion with this, and you don't know what the hell's going on. Then two branches fall from the sky, and it's all very, Yogurt Weaver. It's very Yogurt Weaver around here. You're thinking, where's the stone? And you see Carla and Casper take a tumble and kind of chuckle to yourself and like look away so they don't, Carla doesn't get all embarrassed. And you look into the forest. It's a lot darker in the forest now. Wasn't that all light? Wasn't that where the birds and then you see something snake its way through the trees. Ethereal being. It's hard to describe. You've never seen anything like it. It's like an eel, but floating in the air, and it's some ways off. And you see, as it gets close to the light, it kind of darts off back to the darkness. But what was that? For everyone else, you don't see anything. For the elves down at the bottom, we'll come back to you now. You're watching this discussion going on. One of you understands, the other one gets the gist. But as you see the Ent and the spirit move forwards, you just get this bad feeling. And as you look around in the woods, at least for Aurelia, it's looking more and more like the places in Lafloren you don't want to go. Before you and Livia both see this same, well, different, but the same thing, this weird, flat, snake, eel-like creature. At least you two have some idea. Are those wraiths? But then you two both have enough degrees of success, and this is where Carla comes in. Carla, as you fall down next to the dead Ent, you three both notice the bones. Aurelia once again noticing the bones. But this time, you see there's clothing around the bones. And that includes items of clothing that have not perished. There are, I believe, 6 belts of the House of Stelastus. Strasta? Yeah.
I don't have genealogy, but is that Elven or is that human?
I make a handout for you and you ignore it. It's one of the relics. 6 of the relics, in fact, you were meant to find. The rangers who set forth.
Okay,
900 years ago.
Remember the belt of Strasla. Okay, I will be grabbing all of those.
Well, so you've noticed 3 of them between you. Like, one of them has an extra one on. He got lucky and killed 2. But yeah, between you, you will have to run round and like look. But yeah, you can grab them all. But as you do, you will notice that as the seconds pass, the darkness gets closer.
Yep, I know, but these are sacred relics. I think we collected every single one of the relics we needed, except for the grimoire. Yeah.
I actually think we can do this out of combat time. We shouldn't need to do it. I'll just put you guys on a timer. Smile.
Since there are 7, I will take one and I will wear it.
6. There's 6 in total, but there's a double on one of the Ents because there's only 5 of them.
Oh, okay. I'll still wear one of those because I saw that it gives +5 to follow trail.
I take one as well. I mean, it's elven relics.
I've added 6 belts to my inventory. I'm gonna take one out because you're taking one. How heavy are they, by the way? And the branches? I need to know.
So the belts count as 1 each, as they are made from very light elven materials, but the branches count as 6 each.
Okay.
As they're quite large. Light for how big it is, but
I mean, my carry maximum is now 630, so I'm still okay, but I carry a lot of arrows, and those are heavy.
Whoa. Okay. So, Casper gets up, dusting himself of what exactly has happened here. I may have got a little distracted. And I
Carla's
reach down to
just
make sure
still
Carla
lying
gets up.
on the ground. Carla's
Yeah,
just still
I'm-
on the ground. Just we
I
need to do
suggest
that
we
more
do
often.
the after talk somewhere else.
Yeah, I look over to Casper and say, we should leave. Now?
Sorry,
We don't have
encumbrance
much
100. Sorry, encumbrance 100. I had to look up the encumbrances then.
Why
What's-
so hasty? We killed these things.
Yeah, but there are raid like things coming.
Remember the omen.
Let me put it like this, Ragnar. We need to bolt because there is darkness coming here, the likes of which you have probably never seen, and you most assuredly will never want to see.
Excuse me, wraiths, as in ghosts?
Yeah,
Not precisely. Look, just trust me, it's bad. Remember when we found Carla? Those freaky beasts? Imagine that, but 100 times worse.
Should we at least burn these bodies before they can't corrupt anything else?
Oh, we're taking these bodies with us if we can. If we cannot, I guess
They
procedure
corrupt
does.
treeman things.
I guess we should then burn them.
So for the dwarves, I would let it go, and for Casper, you know you don't set fires in the forest. That tree man will come over here and kick you in the face if you start trying to light a fire.
I know. It's just that this place is completely dead, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a clearing, is it not?
No, as
I
you
mean,
look around
the
now,
wind
it's
is also
dead.
a thing.
The
You know what? I'll grab
liveliness
you.
of this area is no more. It's all the bugs are disappearing, the birds are fucking off, the animals are fleeing.
know what? Since we're here and we can actually grab the bones, I'm gonna go around every dead tree end, and I'm gonna be collecting the bones.
Sure.
Even if they are, corrupted, they still need to be disposed the correct way.
That's going to take time.
I'm gonna just shout at Rag and I guess, just help me collect the bones, would you?
I ask about the ghosts because, as I told you, I'm a studier of Shyish magic. There's a spell for dispelling those that are still bound to the material world.
Don't think that's gonna work for, elven bodies.
Whilst that's happening, I'll just kind of munt and chunt under my breath and help remove the bones from the nearest tree thing.
Don't know how heavy these bones are going to be, so I'm just gonna add 80 total encumbrance because of them.
I've got
Yeah,
I
just
rather
bones, right?
comfortably have enough carry.
Now me too, but
I'll put the acorns into my sling bag and I'll help out. Trying to gather the bone.
Can I stand here? Where's that? I want to try something real quick. Where did I stand? Move there. Set this to 6. Okay. If I can do it there. I can cast a spell if it's going to take a lot. If it's going to take a lot of time to go around casting or getting all the bodies, I can cast a spell to protect us.
I'm just going to work as fast as I can, and as soon as I have all the bodies, I'm gonna just motion for the group to, we gots to go. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
we should return to the boat.
And and while we're walking, I will mention we should probably tell the villagers to vacate the area because otherwise they will all be dead in like.
So you
Couple
wish to
days.
incite panic.
I don't fucking care if they're panicked or not. I just want them out because if they do die here, they're just gonna be more bodies for the darkness.
I don't think they will be allowed to leave, knowing humans and the Empire. No offense. And B, what use would it have if they died there or 100 meters further?
Well, if we do at least give them a chance to flee Blackhand, unlike you, they can actually move faster.
Oi,
They're not gonna become food.
I will let you point out I have 5 movement.
Sure thing, buddy. You can run super fast for a dwarf. But again, the less bodies that can, be turned, the merrier. So again, if they don't flee, that's their own fault. But again, if I can help curb the rise of darkness, even if it's just a little bit, I don't care if they're all panicked and rushing off to God knows where. And if they don't want to flee, hell, we can just set the entire village on fire so they have to leave. Now, shall we?
Sure.
Very well then.
I don't know how about we run it with the hamper thing first.
I don't think we have time.
It's gonna take a few hours to get through the forest, don't forget.
I mean, maybe send him a message, one of you. If you can.
How are we going to send a message?
I don't think we can
don't know.
sprout wings and fly, my friend.
Actually,
pigeon.
I do have a spell like that.
See?
It's
See? I know you
not
think-
exactly
We need to get back
reliable
to the
for
boat
long
anyway.
distance travel.
We need to leave here and get back to the boat anyway. We can step off the boat and to the village to warn them again, if we want. Or if we have to.
Very well.
But we really should move.
Is Mario
Um,
still fleeing and screaming? Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yep.
I'm gonna go after Mario because I don't want to have his body on my conscience too.
So
I'm gonna offer Carla to get in my back again, so speed up, because I believe she's the slowest in the group apart from Mario.
Please do.
Yeah, let's go.
So, you all finally leave. 12 minutes have passed whilst you dilly-dallied, collected, decided to chat. You look around as you go to leave and the darkness is already well into the area that you first came through. Where the fruiting bushes were, you just see darkness and things moving in the darkness. But as you go to leave, you hear a low rumble, and the spirit that aided Livia before leaves its comrades and flies towards you all. As you go to enter the darkness, this spirit bursts into light. You see the darkness shrink away, but you don't know how long it will keep this up. But as you move into the darkness, the spirit's light forcing it away, you see more and more of these creatures, these snakes, these flat eel-like snakes that sliver their way with incredible speed through and around the bushes and trees and into the branches and down. You don't understand how you didn't see these things before, but here they are. But you move with all haste. 9-10 minutes pass before you hear the roars of the tree man. The sounds of his massive branch-like arms swinging through the air, the sounds of his bark cracking. And you push on, the spirit's light beginning to fade, the circle of light becoming smaller. You get 10 minutes away before so 20 minutes now away. The time at which, including not including the time of battle, would be roughly the time that Carla's prediction would have come true. Maybe a few minutes later than she had predicted. The stars can be finicky like that. You hear the death cry of the tree man. The spirit begins to blink. As its light stops, the creatures around you take notice. Can everyone give me athletics checks? Who's on the floor, by the way? So obviously Carla doesn't need to.
Athletics.
Just agility, right?
Oh, hang on. Yeah, this isn't. Sorry, I always get good. Well, sometimes my brain switches between the two. So can I get strength tests from everyone not riding a creature? So Livia and Carla are perfectly fine, but everyone else will have to give me strength tests as you.
You're a creature now.
As you begin to push as quickly as you can.
Oh boy, I don't think Rover's gonna help me here. I'm going to use my
Flat agility?
Ow!
Ow!
Sorry.
Ow!
Flat
I'm going to
agility.
use
Strength.
Strength. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Jesus.
I needed that.
If I see Mario lagging behind, I'm just gonna hoist him up
Can I?
under my arm.
If you want to do that, it'll be a minus 20 to your strength.
Yeah, can I do that instead?
You're gonna outstrength me.
So as Ragnar tries to lift him up and like, fucking hell, actually him with all his gear weighs a bit more than Casper lags behind a bit to take some of the strain. You're moving at a much faster pace now, but the spirit blinks again. But this time as the light comes on, it has shrunk even more. You can all only just fit in to the sphere of light that is protecting you.
Can I channel and cast a spell while I'm on my horse?
Sure, you can do that.
You know, why am I thinking that Mario is basically grocery bag, and Casper is holding him by one side, and Ragnar is holding him by the other, and they're just running, and he's dangling his little feetsies.
Pretty much. That's now my brain cannon. By that I mean head cannon.
Yeah, part of me thinks I've just got him by the collar and just running ahead while Carlo's on my back.
Giddy up.
I'll cast martial lights and set them to follow us, like fly around us.
Sure. So as your lights leave the sphere and go around the perimeter of the sphere, the creatures take no notice. They dive through your martial lights, but are unable to enter the sphere of blinding light that the spirit is giving off. It blinks again, and this time. So the Soon Raccoon is David. God damn it, one off. So I have to do it again, because now I have to do it, roll it myself. Okay, as the light blinks, it's longer than a second. Ragnar, sorry, Blackhand, you take 1d10 resist it. No resistance whatsoever. You take 5 damage as something strikes you before the light comes on again. Do you get that, Black Hand?
To fight my wounds.
Cool. Can I get
Can I
another?
use flee?
You what?
Technically, you can use flee if you have. So you can only go as fast as your slowest person,
True.
which at the moment is Mario. I'm not gonna even being hoisted up, giving him, let's give him an extra movement.
How
Taking him
much
to
incumbents would Mario be?
Well, he's
Can
a
I just
person.
pull him onto my horse?
Look at my
I mean,
horse, my
I can
horse is
carry
amazing.
960.
Am I not carrying both of them right now? Like by the scruff of the neck and...
I was going to say,
you
between...
basically, you and Ragnar are helping carry. Because remember, he's got full armor, he's got full leather armor, he's got a pike.
True.
He's an actual person who's got a backpack on and all of his equipment. I haven't rolled up his weight, but this is a proper sized person. With all of your guys' equipment and everything, and you're trying to move quickly through the... You can put him on the horse. I'm not going to lie. You can just put him on the horse, because I can't really stop.
Yeah.
2 people on a horse is not unheard of.
Yeah, no, we should hoist him up onto the horse and try to run as fast as we
I
can.
mean, he's
then.
probably still pretty skinny and small, so shouldn't be that bad.
I do have to ask, since we're fleeing, does this count as fleeing?
So you guys need to actually say we're all fleeing. We're running in, because remember, when you're fleeing, you can't go, oh well, we all run together in a nice orderly group. You're running for your lives. I won't let you manipulate. You can stay in a group,
No.
but you can't
is fair.
stay in a really small confined area of light whilst all running for your lives.
No, that is fair. It's just that if both Blackhand and Ragnar were to be fleeing, they would be movement 6, so they would not would be moving at movement 6.
Yeah, that's manipulating the rules to increase your, which is fair enough in not in this situation where could get attacked in the darkness, would work, but with how this scenario is done, they'd be running off out of the sphere of light, just trying to get room to flail their arms and run. Sorry if that was too loud for anyone.
I mean, I was more imagining a Gimli scene with keep on breathing.
No, he's not fleeing. He's running with a purpose. In fleeing, in the description, is running in terror. It is running as fast as you can away from whatever combat or terror is behind you.
As you've said anyway, we're only as fast as our slowest person, because we do have this little ball of light that basically protected us. So it doesn't matter if all of you guys just trigger flee, we're still really as fast as whoever has the lowest movement speed.
No,
That's
I
why
know.
that's why we're trying to throw David onto the horse, and then go from there, more or less.
I know. It's just that after David, the slowest members of the group are both Ragnar and Blackhand. But yeah, that doesn't work like that, so...
Can I get strength tests from everyone who is not on a mount? So now David does not count.
I really wish my rover ability would count here, but it doesn't. Strength. God fucking damn it, dice gods.
I'm going to spend a fortune point, which means I got to do things and pull up things.
Say this, I did succeed last roll. You do. Or
70. Oh, that's
This is-
useless.
I think this is more for an endurance test, Albie, so it wouldn't count it like that.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah.
I can't
Just-
give up 40 of my points to help both of them.
Because here's the thing, you need to remember what's happened in past scenes, in past games. You ran into the forest, had a fight with goblins, ran further, got into a fight, and now you're running back. There's
Yeah.
only so
There
much
was a lot
running
of running.
you can do.
Oh no, we're probably super tired at this moment.
So my ancestor spirits was allow me to help. You may immediately take another half action, which is pointless in this situation. But I passed, so
I'll give, because this is those rules weren't written for in combat and out of combat scenarios. I'll count that as like a +10 to your strength test, so you got an extra degree of success.
yeah. Narratively, it worked. It's like allow me to help, and then I get a
Okay.
little bit burst of extra.
Yeah. You know, you don't feel quite so tired for a moment. So
Yeah.
as you push on
that-
through again, many of you failed this time. The next time there will be a negative to your strength tests. As you begin, your strength just begins to fail you. You're now running again through thick bush. This is not a maintained part of the woods, and just a constant scratches and branches hitting onto you, and this close confined area that you're now in just makes the whole thing more grueling, more of an ordeal. And then you see the spirit flicker, not once but twice, each time at least a second long.
Me, twice.
Casper,
Okay.
as the light goes out, your vision as you look into the darkness doesn't pick up these creatures, and then there's a biting strike on your shoulder and another one down at your side, and the pain racks through you. These go through your vampiric and cursed defenses.
Okay.
You take 9 damage.
Alright. I keep on moving.
The spirit sphere now is so small that it is a real struggle to keep up an incredibly quick pace, meaning you have to slow down a slight bit just to be able to all squeeze in. But you do see what looks like sunlight bleeding through the trees just out of reach of where you are. Does anyone wish to do anything at this point?
Does it look like we're gonna make it just based on the time?
You look up at
Is
the
it-
spirit and it doesn't look good.
Fuck. Right. I'm bellowing at the elves. What the fuck are these things?
Walk faster. Talk later. Keep going.
I
goddammit.
need to know now.
Well, tough shit. Keep moving.
He's a death mage. If anything can fix that, it's him. So stop giving us this Elder Wraith bullshit.
It's fucking chaotic energy, you dumbasses. Keep moving.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, fuckity fuck. Oh, shit.
Actually,
I don't know if that will work.
this is... I'm gonna cast something for a potential benefit.
Sure.
Because this feels like it may come in handy. So I have 2 rerolls for next. Oh, do you know what that is?
I
Do
do.
you know what time it is?
It's fucking 7, of course it
Oh,
is.
for fuck's sake, we're all right next to you.
Is
Yeah.
it minor extended?
Yes, minor. Just doubles is minor.
Closest living relative.
Oh, Arcane Mark though. Arcane Mark.
That is new.
So,
Roll again on this table. Okay, so you're.
so what if my brother
Wow.
gets rabies? I can get an Arcane Mark.
Oh dear lord.
You're all celestial, aren't you?
Yep. Oh wait, I have to pass the test first, not the. So first,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the Arcane Mark test first,
So willpower test.
and I actually want to fail. Yes, I failed that one.
You technically have to pass, not fail.
No, you must pass the test or gain an Arcane Mark.
Okay, sorry.
So I gain Blue Eyes.
Blue eyes, white dragon.
-5. That's the garbage one. That's the garbage one, sadly. And now let's roll on the fun table again for my sibling. Wrong.
So now you're a lolly with glowing blue eyes.
Oh, lovely.
Now here's the question: who is my closest relative?
I feel bad for them, whoever they are.
Your closest living relative just got small dose of Parkinson's.
What? Are parents closer than siblings technically, or?
I think that's GM.
It's defined by proximity to you in age.
Yeah.
So sibling then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably an older brother. Who's
My
like
case-
a year older than I was. Wait, is it my real age or my age age?
Well, how many siblings do you? How many siblings do you have? If you've only got 2, then it's either up or down.
It's 2.
So
Yeah,
one of your siblings somewhere suffers.
and I need to mark down that I have blue eyes and Arcane Mark.
See, now that one's kind of bullshitty because I can't really. It's not like the one where the plants die in the elven forest where I can have it come back up. It's like, oh well, one day I felt very sleepy and nervous and.
Well,
No.
he's getting muscle spasms from what I'm reading.
But it's not. It's only a -5, so it's like he's just like all. He's got Parkinson's for a day. I should laugh at that, but
You do realize you took a.
I do agree. I rolled
penalties,
pretty
right?
garbage on the Arcane Mark. Sorry, Jim?
Oh no, never mind. It says right there. Never mind.
yeah, all non-magic users. Yeah, good point. every
Yeah.
Norman's
kinda
gonna be like,
fucked.
oh my god, what the fuck? It's a
So,
tiny
like,
girl with
my
glowing
eyes are
eyes.
unnaturally blue.
At least they're blue and not
They
red.
faintly glow in
I think-
low light areas. Does that give me dark vision?
No.
It's fucking light.
I think that means
I mean,
it
if
might be
anything,
something
it probably
light.
blinds you.
Fucking hell.
Because your eyes actually fucking glow.
So now that the tension
Right.
has been removed,
Okay, can I attempt one thing? As you mentioned, these are beings of chaos, more or less.
magic, yes.
Yeah. Can I attempt to yell something in the dark tongue?
You can if you really want to. Yeah, if you really want to, you can. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but sure.
I mean, as far as I know, as in Casper, you just mentioned like chaos and stuff, and to him it's the same thing.
You have just killed a load of corrupted ents.
Yeah, and it had something similar to whatever energy I felt before. I could. Fuck.
If you want to, you can. Like I said,
Can I? I can't channel and keep running just for the next spell, can I?
I'd probably say no. I'd allow Livia to, because she's on a horse.
Right.
And in this close confined area, the horse is basically being led by the people either side of it.
Also, this let me know when an hour passes, because then my rerolls disappear if I don't use them.
Sure.
Does anyone have supernumerate and can like do a math test to see how far we can get based on like trajectory and light and everything?
No?
I almost picked
I
up
know you
Super
can't.
Numerate, but no.
No.
Fuck, I didn't pick it up either.
Let's go.
So, I think enough time has... It was about supernumerate
no.
doing things that possibly you need a lot of intelligence to do as well.
Yeah.
It sounds as if no one could think of anything, so enough time
I'll
has
continue
passed for the next flicker to occur. So, the flicker happens 3 times. Okay, so we've got 1 on Carla, 1 on Aurelia, and then 1 on Blackhand again. So moving down, Carla, Aurelia, and Blackhand. All unresisted by everything. You take the full number.
Wait, sorry, you got cut out for me. What did you say?
You take 8 damage unresisted at all. So no toughness, no armor. This strikes at your very soul. Yes.
Inside my second character will become my main character.
So how low are you, Blackhand?
4
You've got 4 left?
left.
You are so close. You are so close to the light that perhaps even the spirit realizes that it won't make it. Because you see the spirit do a burst of light. It shines as brightly as it can, gaining you meters of radius to flee in. You see it begin to vibrate, the light pulsating rapidly as it spreads out as far as it can. If you wish to flee, this would be the time to do it. You
Everyone just
might.
move as fast as you fucking can.
You might get there in time.
I guess since I'm so close to death, my character wouldn't think rationally and just start booking it.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, do that. That is an amazing idea.
So I use flee. My movement becomes 6.
There is darkness all around you except from in front where you see the light in between the trees. There is only one way a man fleeing the darkness and the things in it would go. So you charge forwards. So who here does not have flee?
I don't.
The horse does, by the way.
I do too.
So is it...
Yeah, but you're on a horse.
I do. I don't think I'm going to flee, because I don't feel as if Aurelia would leave everybody behind. Because if I do use flee, I'm not going to be able to keep up with. I'm not going to be able to see the other ones.
Okay, cool.
I'm just.
I
running
wouldn't
and
want to
running.
flee either. Neither should the horse. Is the spirit still moving with us? Sprite?
It is, but only just, and its light is flickering now, struggling to keep this meters of radius.
Can I attempt to channel and concentrate the winds of magic to it?
Yes, you can. You'll need 5 degrees of success minimum to be able to make a bridgeway between your 2 power sources, essentially.
And that's exactly 5 fucking degrees.
It's actually 6 because you get 1 for passing. So you just innately feel the spirit's essentially battery feeding your magic into it, channeling it forth. You will need to roll the magic die that you want to give it, essentially, to see if you cause any mishaps to happen. It will only take half of the amount that you give it. It is rounded up.
Well, I have 3.
So roll 3d10.
This is where it's 3 7s. Come on. Only 1.
Wow.
So it goes to 20. It goes to 13 magic is poured into the spirit. As you do this, Livia, you can see that the flickering stops and it holds. As Black Hand moves forwards, he's half the way across the radius of light, and it seems to grow a small amount more as you continue to trot the horse forwards and almost pushing it with your hand and your bridge of mana. But it begins to flicker again violently as your group is only halfway across. Black Hand is 3/4 of the way.
I'm going to start going at full speed. Just that little bit extra ahead.
As you get to 2 combat turns away, the spirit bursts with a blinding flash of light, pushing the boundary even further, pushing the wraiths away. But then darkness envelops. You have just enough time to see Black Hand dive towards the light as you take 1 turn in the darkness.
Can I go to a dead stop and cast Ward against Abomination?
What would it do?
Upon casting a spell, so long as you remain motionless thereafter, undead creatures are incapable of coming within your magic characteristic times 4 in yards. This includes mummies, vampires, wights, wraiths, and they have to make an opposed willpower test in order to ignore the effects.
So here's the thing.
Figuring they're not undead, are they?
They are spirits. They are they're the same things as what is following you and helping you with light. They don't have never had a corporeal body. The elves would know what these things are. The elves would have stories of them and would have stories within the communities of where you're at the tavern of these dark creatures.
I mean, they're basically corrupted sprites, aren't they?
Yeah, they were the first guardians of the forest until chaos corrupted them.
I mean, you know how much of a little asshole Spites can be? Yeah, those things are worse.
Yeah.
Casper, knowing what you know about elves, about especially the two elves that you're with, neither of them have really... The thing is, neither of them have really spoken about their homeland. That's the other problem.
They're not supposed to.
It's up to you. These things hurt you when they attacked you. You felt the pain. It's up to you if you want to stop in the darkness and cast a spell.
It's one of those ones I can't actually move and cast either. I have to be stood still for it. Fuck. I don't have anything else.
You don't have to sacrifice yourself for the group. Though. Would it be for the group or would it just be for me?
It'd be for anyone, because anyone can enter that. Anyone who's not, well, undead basically can enter that and be protected more or less. See, you keep saying chaos, but you don't mean chaos. Actual chaos. You mean fucking stupid chaos.
The all 8 winds of magic chaos.
Yeah. This kind of
Stupid
chaos. This kind of chaos.
Chaos
At a
2
minus 50
electric
or a minus 70?
There's no way I can beseech the chaos gods, can I?
Oh, that's a slippery slope, buddy.
I mean, you
If-
could try.
if you think that, there is a rumbling inside of you.
You do kind of have a demon inside.
If you want to
right
sell more of yourself, I mean, yeah, if you want to sell more of yourself,
You can see a point of a brown hat from behind a bush.
but again,
If I can sell
your
another little bit-
comrades, you know your comrades from dealing with the corrupted stuff that they've already seen, like the carnival back then. You know they're not going to be happy if you burst into a demon or burst into getting tentacles and stuff. So
but I'm further ahead than they are. Blackhand's further ahead than I am.
Blackhand's the furthest ahead. He's out on this turn. The rest of you have one combat turn still in, because the horse is moving at a decent speed. Aurelia's moving at a decent speed. Oh, hang on, Ragnar's moving. So Ragnar's at the. Ragnar didn't flee. Yeah, but you didn't flee. I didn't hear you say that you fled. Like Ragnar said, I'm fleeing. I am. Blackhand said, I am fleeing. I'm running away. Before the turn counter came up, you can flee now, but you're literally one combat turn out.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, it was just an inopportune time to take a phone call then. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm fully healed up anyway. I'm not too worried.
If it is possible for me to give up another little bit of my soul just to fucking get my friends out, I don't care about myself. I'll accept.
To be fair, it does fit with the big sadness.
So, you want me to help? I'm only too happy to. You won't be awake for this, though. Not this time.
If you want to make a deal this time, you lose control. You will not know what goes on, what happens. He will take over completely. Are you okay with this?
Very well.
Fucking hell, I'm still on top of you, dude. It's not really a good time to
Yasina,
sell so
Bad
to a
Yasina.
I've already said it, so.
So, as you are all one combat turn away, Casper stops dead in his tracks. And unfortunately,
Casper.
yes, Carla, you are still on top of him. You fly
Casper, we need to
forwards
go. What?
as Casper begins to grow. He begins to breathe heavily. You see veins begin to grow across his face, Carla. This would be unescapable to you. As everyone else is running forwards, Casper turns around. And as his mouth begins to change, as these veins come closer and closer, going around his face, you, Carla, hear this
voice. Boom. Dos voraka netuna nea. Untunea tua sefoka.
What the fuck?
chaos winds build around, swirling around, picking up the leaves gathered around you. The winds grow. The spirit's light has gone as you are fleeing. Well, the rest of the group is fleeing. You hear this demonic voice from behind as the lights go out. But you're all moving.
Is there anything of the
forwards.
spirit left, by the way?
No, it is completely gone. As the rest of you are just mere moments from the sunlight, an enormous spell goes off. Casper, you've got 3 magic, right?
4 if you include the dark magic.
Dark magic doesn't count.
I know,
as
I know.
a magic thing.
Yeah, no, 3 magic and then the D10 extra. Or D10 replacer.
Hold up. Did
So,
you sell
like,
your soul for that?
I was thinking you're gonna turn into a Vargul or some shit, but
That's 2 doubles as well.
That's 3 doubles.
Those
So-
3 doubles in a row.
It goes up to 26, so the spell goes off. It did need its dark magic, so it boosts Casper's by 2, and then utilizes the winds of chaos. It has to well, Casper has to roll 3 lots of things on the fun table. Sorry, it needed 24 because it replaces the 2. Carla, you just see this wave of darkness. Shit, what's the word for it? What's it when something breaks away from the epicenter? So this dark energy and this palpable, just, it's an odd corrupted darkness that just emanates out. It's like this weird 2 air bubbles, an air bubble meeting smoke being blown up as it pushes out, but you're surrounded by this filthy, disgusting darkness. Carla, willpower test, please.
I'm sure getting a lot of mileage out of my willpower right now.
Yes,
Forget you do have your
I
rerolls.
take it all back. I'm not.
you have a reroll. The hour is not up.
I have 2 even.
You can't use them on the same unless it's overacts
No,
it.
it doesn't.
Okay, you only take 1
So
corruption.
Hey, I only have 1 reroll left now. Wait,
Corruption.
where do you track corruption?
No, sorry, it's
I
just
see insanity, but I don't see.
It's insanity.
yeah, it's insanity in
doesn't
this.
exist in this one. Insanity.
Noted.
And as this wave, this bubble of darkness emanates out from Casper, he turns around, not even noticing you're there, just quickly, his cape flapping in a very emo type way as he strides forth through this bubble of just this most sickening feeling darkness. This is like hearing an abuser coming up the stairs to your room, and you're just sat in the darkness. Just sickness is just covering you. For the rest of you, Livia, you don't need to roll on this. A big spell went off behind you. As you emerge into the light, you look around, feel this feeling, hear this voice, turn around, and you see nothing but this sick energy swirling round in a vortex, moving towards you slowly.
Would I know it's in the position that Casper was in?
Yes.
I won't react for now. Simply wait for the others to make it out. Try and help them if I can.
Also, I don't know if any of you noticed, but Carla's eyes are violently glowing.
Not in the darkness. She's gone. You don't see either of the 2 people. Just this dark sphere moving through a natural-ish darkness. It's a very hard thing to describe. As Carla just feels and looks down and sees Casper just nonchalantly walking around, begins to touch his face and lick his fingers and pinch and do all kinds of weird behavior before coming to Carla's knee and shin. Begins to caress your footwear, your well, basically your shin, knee, and foot is being caressed at the moment by Casper as his hand just goes up and down, just feeling the intricacies of your armor.
Stop.
And
Stop this right now. What the hell is wrong with you?
It has been so long since I have felt.
Oh, no. You don't need to finish that sentence, and I'm just gonna kick him.
Pain is a sensation that one does miss. So...
Hey, this is problematic. We need an exorcist, and our current only exorcist is possessed.
Do you need me to punch someone with?
so as this is happening, you guys on the outside, the dark sphere within the darkness has got to the edge of the light, and rather than coming out of the light, it's disintegrating, it's disappearing. As it touches the light, it goes. And as you're kind of like, what the fuck is this? It just coming closer, the sphere just being cut down each time just before the last slice to reveal your two comrades is removed. Carla, again, you would hear this, but Casper, you're beginning to awake now. You would also hear this.
That was fun. I shall do it again. If
I'd like to
you're
imagine
willing.
that. I'd like to imagine that Casper comes to just about as my foot connects with his face.
As you're now in control, Casper, the last slice comes away, and the group outside can see Casper. There are no veins across your face. However, Carla, you feel, as you're like kind of trying to get off him, putting your hands on the top of his head, you feel lines, ridges. Is that a mark? Just get off me, you pervert. Casper, you can mark down that you have another brand on the top of your head. But this time it's not cut into your skin. It feels, well, it looks like those weird implants that people get now, where they have gelatin sacs put under their skin and filled up, that makes so you can feel almost like Braille, if it was actual letters raised up on the back of your top of your head. You're not bold, are you?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
You have emerged into the... You're still in the forest, just to point this out. You're now...
Yeah.
No, I'll give this to you. You're now where you saw the goblin mark. The totem.
Okay. As I come to my senses and realize what's happening, I stand back up and shake my head and go, move!
You don't get to just move me after what you. What the
No!
hell was that? I swear to God, you and your vampire bullshit.
Hold up, we all heard that, right? The last bit.
So you heard the voice at the start, this like roar before the magic happened, before you exited. That was fun. I'll do it again sometime. You didn't hear. That was whilst he was still in his magical sphere of chaos.
No. I mean the last bit before they appeared, he said, this was fun. I hope we do it
you
again.
didn't hear that. You
Yeah.
didn't hear that.
Okay. So we didn't. We just heard the roar and then nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you didn't hear anything from Carla when she was like, "Stop it, you sicko! What are you doing? Stop!" You didn't hear any of that either.
Okay. Just. Otherwise, my reaction may have been extremely different.
That's way too cheerful for this.
We will talk later about this. She will look to Casper.
I'm just going to be
continuing
breathing
go.
heavily.
I'm not even stopping with the group or anything. If they stopped, I'm just continuing on to the boat.
So
I'm just going to be
still
breathing heavily.
You're still some time before the boat, but you do notice like the goblin marker is there, where you get the feeling now it's the goblins trying to mark out, yeah, don't go there, it's fucked up shit over there. The darkness doesn't come any further. You can literally look back and see like this barrier, this wall of just where the forest goes from kind of foresty lit. Casper, you're not burning under this light, but it's light to just dark, fairy tale, evil looking forest. Even the goblins dare not tread.
Okay. Again, I continue onwards.
So 11 hours passed. 11 hours and 20 minutes have passed since you got to that location there. It'll take you another 10 hours to get back to the camp, the village. That's if you're moving at a quick pace. So it's up to you guys. I'm probably going to add 2 hours on for you taking it at an easier pace, but that will take you to 23 hours and 20 minutes on the move. Do you want to take a break in between, or do you just want to
I
do
would
it?
probably beeline it to the
I'm
ship.
pimp. As soon as we left the dark place, I'm gonna be panting heavily. I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna, see that Casper and Carla left afterwards. I'm just gonna look at Livia. Livia's going to say something to Casper. I'm gonna go like, what the? And I'm just gonna see everybody just moving. I'm gonna, oh, fuck this day. And I'm just gonna motion for the people to keep moving, and we're not stopping. Not if I have any say in this.
Okay. So
If anyone else wants to stop, they can stop. I'm continuing on at full speed for as long as I can.
I'm
I believe I'm the fastest person in the group, even when everyone's fleeing.
So essentially,
Not as long as I'm on my horse.
What's your horse speed?
8.
Okay, you can keep up with me.
let's try this one. So essentially, everyone who's not on a mount is going to be taking minus 30s, minus 20s to all their stats, just because of the day you have had. Combat, fighting. You haven't even stopped to eat anything. You literally left the boat in the morning and took off. You're tired, aching. Some of you are hurt. You're hungry. You're worn down. But you make it. So 40 minutes before you left the previous day, as the deckhands are kind of on the ship, preparing things, cleaning things, as it's quite early in the morning, you emerge, panting, huffing, sweating, into the light, and you can see the ship is there. The crew look at you shocked, like,
No time to explain. We are going. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. We emerged before we left.
well, so you've been moving for, I meant time-wise, so you left at, say, 7 in the morning. You arrive at 6.
Now it's 7 in the evening.
No, you've been...
6 in the evening, right?
No, you've been
the whole
traveling for
day?
23 hours and 40 and 20 minutes. So you arrived the next day, just 40 minutes before you left, is how I was meant to word it.
Okay, my mind went to, Athelauren time fuckery.
Temporal disruption. We
should
can
have
see
20 minutes
ourselves
before
going
we
into
entered the
the
forest. Yeah.
How much insanity? No. So the crew look quite shocked. They're like, what the fuck? Why are they running out of the forest like that? Why are they, like, already someone's running off to go and wake the rest of the crew? Because, again, it's really early in the morning.
I think I'm covered in sweat. I've had enough of a day, but during the entire, backway trip after the dark cryptid forest, I'm gonna be looking at Carla the entire way because Casper fucked off ahead. So
Carla's still on the back of Casper.
No,
Yeah.
what?
You never put
No,
her
she's
down.
not.
Oh
I thought
my
I
God.
flung her off my back.
No, she did.
Yeah,
she
you did.
jump.
I did fall.
Yeah. Okay.
okay, so again, if Carla is walking with us instead of being,
More like running.
just this ragdoll on top of Casper that is running at full speed, I'm gonna be looking over at Carla the entire time because something definitely happened there.
What?
I'm. You okay, Kala?
Well, let's see. I'm exhausted, hungry, beaten up. Whatever there was back then. No, I'm definitely not fine, and I feel weird. I mean, I felt weird for a second, but I don't think that's related.
Kala, why the fuck is Casper running off ahead?
Wait, what?
Why the fuck did Casper run off ahead?
I don't freaking know. He went all weird and vague-like, and he started shouting something in a language I couldn't understand, and then he started touching my foot, and I kicked him, and it was very awkward. I have no clue what happened in that forest, and frankly, I don't want to think about it.
I'm gonna cock my head to the side, look at Livia, then at Ragnar. Glass at backhand. And I'm gonna look at Kala
Do I
again.
have something on my face?
Kala, first of all, I'm pretty sure Casper doesn't have a foot fetish. I mean, I don't think he can get erect anymore. And
I did not need to know that information.
and
As I
more
was
than
trying to
anything,
explain to him, I like him, but I don't like him that way.
and more than that, you're gonna have to tell us exactly what happened once we're in the clear. Because
That was pretty much it.
I think I can imagine what happened. I did feel the energy,
He
but
did also speak
I would like
very
to talk to him first.
weirdly. Like, you know how when you're speaking for like a metal tube, you sound very like vibratey.
I'm gonna look at Livia and say, Livia, I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt to Casper. We have, saved each other's lives multiple times already. But there's a line.
Actually, can I roll my knowledge of necromancy to see what that might have been?
Sure, you can do that.
Do I even need to roll, like, academic knowledge magic or anything
No.
to know what that was?
You know it was a vast magical spell without rolling anything. You know that it was something dark, given what you saw, but you would need to roll academic to know more than that. With 2 degrees of success, you're not entirely sure. It was definitely Dar magic, but even then, if it was Dar magic, then it was a sick and twisted variety that you're not entirely sure about. Within the game, the only time you would have felt or seen magic like that would have... See, it's not the same as the carnival. It's not the exact same, but there are similarities in it. You would definitely know that it was something nasty that he did. But you couldn't, you don't know that he sold himself to a demon. You don't know that much with the knowledge that that you have of Casper. But it was definitely something fucked up that you probably shouldn't be playing with. Again, as an elf, would you be like, well, humans play with shit that they don't understand all the time. something definitely to keep an eye on, or to research more, or perhaps ask your master about how twisted can that magic get. But yeah, at the moment you can only think that it's seriously fucking dark shit.
Okay, yeah, then what she said stands. Like, she'd want to talk to Casper first.
So essentially, Casper is now going up the gangplank to the boat, and all the rest of you are walking. Like, you've got to where the because you who are talking have slowed down a bit, so you're not biting your tongues accidentally. You're at like where the front of the ship as Casper's going up the gangplank.
Can I just say I'm going into my room, locking the door, and locking myself in the coffin for a while?
Sure. So Livia, I would. No, never mind. So once you get up to the gangplank, Livia, you have a real. It's a faint. I should plant something, but then it goes, and I need to talk to Casper. It's just for whatever reason, as you're on to the ship and up the, like your pots are just in your peripheral vision, but then it fades, and you're no, Casper, I need to talk to him.
I do wonder if I should plant them all. Because it's a certain kind of acorn.
Plant the great oak on the ship. Give the ship a great oak. We'll be a moving forest.
You might sink the ship.
We'll be a flooded forest. It's fine.
What happens if it's like Jack's beanstalk and you plant it? It's just boom. Oh fuck. How many beans was Jack given again? 3?
You did more than that.
So as like the dwarves get onto the ship and are just panting, and you guys shoot down to go and see Casper, and his door is locked. You can rattle on it all you want. As you guys do, like the ship crew, they're not really talking to you. They're like looking in shock as you're all sweaty coming on. Some of you are holding big branches with you. It's just like, what? But clearly the ship, the deckhand who disappeared earlier, comes up as Casper's coming down actually. And Casper, as you go into your room, you can definitely see some stirrings going on in your lord's quarter. And by the time the elves and the lolly is back, you can see that the door is opening, and Humperdinck presents himself in his morning wear, no less. Well, you're back quite early, or on time, I suppose.
Just so I can have a mental image, coming out of the forest, do we see the boat first or the city first?
The way you came in, because you avoided the town altogether, once you got onto some familiar pathing, because it'd be easy for you elves to see, oh right, okay, yeah, this is where we came in. So you literally came in at the side. So you would have seen some of the, like you could tell that the forest became managed. It was probably too early for there to be people working, but you would have seen their tools and stuff, like, not their tools, their wood racks and the wood that's been chopped and left to dry. But yeah, you basically come out at the river, seeing the boat, the town's kind of village behind you.
To be honest, we were probably so tired and preoccupied we didn't register until we were at the boat.
That's also true.
I mean, I'm asking that because I think at least Aurelia would, because her job was literally a hunter in Athalauren for 120 years, at least. Because I'm 124. So.
How many times have you run for 23 hours and 40 minutes and fought 2 battles?
I'm more thinking along the lines of mental muscle memory, just like, keeping watch for some things that you always do.
Oh, I don't know about that. Fatigue's a real fucker when you're...
Constant exertion, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my friend. At that stage, you are all fucked. So coming in, yeah, you would know that it's been managed. But you didn't come in through the village in the first place. So you've just kind of muscle memory driven back. So you're like, okay, right, I remember this path. I remember these trees. At least for the elves, they would. Everyone else is just like, where the fuck are we?
And then again, what I wanted to do know is if you had passed through the city first or not. But,
no, you didn't the first time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell Humperdinck before I fuck off into to pass out somewhere next to my bed. I'm gonna tell Humperdinck, Humperdinck, there's a tide of darkness coming from the forests over there. Probably tell the city.
Jim, you may have missed that. The darkness stopped where the goblin marker was. The darkness stopped. It didn't keep chasing you all the way back. It's just in the center of the forest. I mean, the goblins have marked out where the good part of the forest used to be. It didn't go any further than that.
Oh, I know. I heard that. It's just that I'm still telling Humperdinck, this town is probably fucked. You should tell them as much. I'm going off to bed.
The forest haunted.
Every forest is haunted.
Not like this. Now, excuse me, I am going to be indisposed for the next entire day.
But just these 2 people disappear.
Don't you ever talk shit about my prophecies. Because I was right the entire way.
Humperdinck's kind of just like now wandering up, plodding his way up, and just seeing different party members just walking into their rooms, just sleep. Okay.
I don't think there's those old-timey bathtubs on my room, is there?
No, not on the boat. There's the river.
I'm just gonna pass out onto the floor then before I can even get to my bed.
So as you walk in and just pass out onto the floor, what happened? Tiffany's just like, I don't know I can't remember what Tiffany's voice is, so we'll give her a little Irish one like the Scottish one like the 40k version. It'll be simpler then. Hey, what are you doing? What happened?
Honey, talk later. Eat, sleep. Love you. Just nods off.
And we'll close the door on that scene as she's going to get up soon to make breakfast for everyone else. So, the group, their horse, everyone is aboard the ship. Asleep. Humperdinck's not really sure what's going on, but how are we doing for time?
I can do.
I'm doing okay.
30 hours.
Probably like 20 minutes more.
20 minutes it is.
Okay, cool. So time passes. For most of you, you sleep a good chunk of the day before finally getting up and realizing how hungry you are. making your way to the galley, getting something to eat. By the time you have got up and got something to eat, however, it appears as if the ship is on the move. Humperdinck, not really being told there's a cursed forest and this place is kind of fucked, he was like, okay, time to move.
Peace out.
Moving right along.
Peace.
I'm
out.
So, Humperdinck has clearly been moving the ship as some of you emerge from your comas, getting something to eat, and if you want, you can go back to sleep. It's probably late afternoon. Yeah, it's probably late afternoon now. It's sort of 3-4 o'clock.
Ragnar will probably go back to sleep.
I haven't left my room because I don't need. Food.
I would go
Carla
start
would
looking for
probably-
healing.
Oh.
If I can be healed.
Casper.
Yeah,
healing
I can
thing
take
works
care of
for
that.
Do I regain 1 point of damage for resting?
Technically, yes, you can gain because you didn't seek aid for your wounds before going to sleep. You'll only naturally heal 1.
Yeah.
Because it was in the forest, I won't give any negative. No, there's going to be a -10 to the wound treatment. But seeing as your healer has experience with these types of wounds, or at least has knowledge of them, she'll negate that.
First thing,
So I'd come out of my room and try to heal everyone who comes up to me.
first thing Aurelia is doing as soon as she leaves the room, she's gonna grab something to eat and she's immediately gonna take whatever kind of shower she can.
Carla would go check on Casper as soon as she's.
How many
back
people
in
did need
working
healing?
order again.
I do.
I think everybody needs
I
healing,
think everyone needs healing.
Speak for yourselves.
except
oh,
for
I'm
Ragnar,
fine as
because
well.
Mr. Romerl-Fist here.
Listen,
No
I
damage.
weren't targeted.
Orange
I didn't
didn't
either.
target Livia nor Ragnar, so I think you're two of the only ones that haven't taken any damage.
Hey, I got attacked and I got hit. I just took nothing.
No.
So
Darkness damage.
I
Oh, the
will,
darkness.
I
Oh, yeah.
will put forth, if Caspar hadn't done what he had done, there would have been 5 attacks at the random lot of, well, everyone but Ragnar was counted out. Blackhand. Blackhand was counted out. So there was, if the numbers had come up multiple times, yeah, that could have really, really, really hurt. I could have killed someone. So it could have been a lot worse than it was. Just so the players are aware of what Casper saved your asses from.
Thank you, Casper.
Thank you, Demon Daddy.
2 degrees of success. The food's all right today.
Please don't spank us.
No, Albie, no!
Wait, so
Mordecai's
who's
been
healing
cooking.
test is for who?
Oh boy.
That's healing for Carla, Aurelia, and Blackhand.
So that makes me heal 1, 2, 3, 4.
Healing
And I
is-
can use a healing poultice on each of you if you need it.
I mean,
Okay.
4, that brings me
I-
to 8. I'm still missing 6.
Healing poultice is 1d10, right? Plus
Yes,
1.
healing poultice is 1d10 plus degrees of success.
Okay, so what order was that?
I would like a healing poultice, please.
I mean, I'm at 5 wounds out of 18, sorry, so...
I do also need healing, so I will be taking one of the poultices. It's 1d10 plus degrees of success. I think I'm the second one. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, with a mighty 2.
I am fully healed.
Motherfucker.
Don't forget the degrees of success.
I already
Yes.
did add degrees of the success prior. Well, I mean, nothing's falling off yet.
Did you? You were the last one I rolled for.
Wait,
I
was
rolled,
the last one? I thought I was the
Black
first
hand
one.
first. Black hand first, then Aurelia, then you.
Oh no, then I'm fully healed then. Thank you. I still would have needed the poultice, but...
Thank you.
So Black Hand, 1d10 plus 5.
That I need to roll, or
Yeah, you need to roll.
Yes.
Ow, motherfucker.
I need a second. I need to close the windows.
You okay there, Gertie?
You get 9 health back.
Multiple
you.
fingers popped.
So as the news of healing and people being awake, Carla banging on Casper's door, but to no avail. Humperdinck turns up. So who the bloody hell is going to tell me what's going on? And what did we make from this? I thought
the
there
forest
was
is
a...
haunted.
Every forest is haunted. It doesn't mean anything. Just some specters
Not with
or...
a giant tree man and darkness chasing people and... What?
Well, it doesn't seem like anything.
Talk to the elves. They know what was going on, but did they explain anything? No.
The elves.
The elves erased my ass.
Ragnar's still asleep, but
I mean, tree men are not unheard of. They exist. They protect their lands and so on. It's why the villagers don't go too far in.
he's shouting through the ship. It wasn't the 3 men that were the problem. Those we could kill. And
If you're
so
shouting
attacking.
through the ship, how are you hearing it through the ship?
I mean, I imagine Humperdinck just stumbled upon me when I was banging on Casper's door.
I mean, Humperdinck's kind of grabbed people as he's heard that you guys are eating. He's like, well, and getting healed. He's like, well, come into the galley and see who's, if you got healed and went straight back to sleep, then sure. If you, well, depends. Were you a bastard and just shouted from your room, just, Livia, heal me, Livia. I
Could
can't
have
move."
gone to Livia's room and knocked.
Medic! Help!
We just see the little like dialogue cloud from the from Casper's door.
I swear to God, I play support in almost every game, and I hate that so much.
I'm sorry, mate. You're a heel slut.
it's like
I-
that feeling you get after a long night of just like, I'm dead. Let me shout at people so they can bring me food.
Just imagining Black Hand in the Genji mask just spamming E in his room.
I would imagine if you want to heal multiple people, you need to do it in the galley or one of the workshops, because they're the 2 biggest rooms. Unless you're planning on going to each individual room to heal them, or having a queue at your room of just right, okay, Black Hand next and the next.
Make a number.
No, I would probably do it in the galley.
Like we should invest in a medbay on the ship. Just my 2 cents.
He built you a fucking workshop, man.
Yeah,
There's
you
only
built
so
me a
much
forge,
room.
come on.
Throw in
It's
the
not
pantry,
40k, we don't have a medbay.
Your medbay is Aurelia's room.
It's the Dark Ages,
Oi.
man. The doctor's table is your kitchen table.
You're fucking happy we aren't doing, surgery in the sewers?
I mean, fair enough. I guess.
Why?
Still.
Why would my room of all places be the
Yes.
infirmary?
Because I don't know. I
So,
just said the wrong name.
So can we? Why exactly did it go on? I'm hearing of treemen, of darkness, of...
Well, there were ghosts.
Well, no, little one. No, little one. You had your chance. You had your chance, little one. You are...
You call me little one, you little
lost,
shit.
you have lost the ability to tell a good tale. Any one of you a bit more detailed in treemen and following darkness would be... An account of what happened would be, you know, abbreviated, of course. I don't have 20... How long we've gone? 20 some a day?
3 hours. With minutes.
We found a small glade in the middle of the forest, and the oak of that glade was about to die. A large treeman was protecting it, and corrupted treeman tried to attack it. And we're doing both the treeman and the oak a last favor.
Ah, okay. I understood some of that. So I guess we count this as, I don't know, charity work? I don't really know how to... well, fair enough. If that was the goal, I suppose. I thought you'd brought back a few more things and some wood. But I suppose you went into the forest. What was I supposed to expect? But a good tale to tell anyway. We might be able to get some information from that. I told the people not to go too far into the forest, and they looked at me as if I was stupid, so I left.
I want to say something, but I'm not there.
Inside out of character.
No.
I told them, but you know, what was I meant to tell? You know, there's evil in the forest. I mean, so we set sail.
Probably the best idea you've had in a while, I think, because I can already see raids happening on that city, and you know, human babies being eaten.
What? Your mind goes to a very dark place at times. I mean, you do know that orcs live in these forests, and beastmen roam the wilds, and looters, and most of these people have to put up with, well, some baby eating, I suppose, but...
Red is still unfazed. Oh, if only it was just that.
Okay then. Well, I'm going to speak to the captain. You see, it turns out most of the towns along this river deal in wood. There's not too many at the moment. Once we get to a bit further up, there might be some cheaper wine, but a lot of it has been sold. So I don't know. We will have to see what actually happens there. But yes, well, take a few days to recover from your ordeal. It's going to be at least 4 or 5 until we reach our next destination. So try and cheer up a bit before then. Aurelia, I don't want you scaring away the children at where we next stop.
Still, without making any emotional motion before her face, the red just looks, oh, scaring children. Haha.
Ah, okay. He just kind of gets up and, with his great girth, just shimmies out of the room, just like, I don't want to be next to these depressing lot. Where's the captain? So if you want the epicenter of the forest, it's the last No. This one. Yeah, your markers would, your warband marker would be the epicenter where the forest was.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, it was not the middle, but middle-ish. So, I think it's at that time where, as the party are being healed and a little discussion has been had, that our camera zooms out. We will pick up the next day once our party members are fully recovered and healed, and we'll see just what discussions they have about the sacrifice that Casper made for them. So I certainly hope you've enjoyed our little adventure in the forests of the old world, and are looking forward to the next lot of adventures, which soon will be including Mordheim. It's on the map, we can see it, they'll be going past it, the events. So hopefully you'll join us for them in a not too distant future now. Thank you so
Almost
much.
Taste it.
Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and as always, bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
see ya.